Hey, thank you for joining me. This is Tarot Bro. Today we are going to be doing some tarot readings based on your astrological sign for the month of April. So the forecast for April. How's the month of April going to be going for you? All right, so first up we have Aries. What does the month of April hold for you? So we got the Seven of Swords, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, Aries, so it looks like this is going to be a good month for you. Uh, does look overall positive. There may be some situations beyond your control. However, it does look like you are benefiting. However, there is some effort applied on your part. You do need to essentially be implementing some action. It has the type of energy of jumping ship to another uh, platform, so to speak. Like one platform is going down, but you have the opportunity to jump immediately to another platform. Uh, it looks like you may need to go beyond your comfort zone or do a little bit of extra that you wouldn't normally do. There's something akin to um, doing something maybe you know you need to do, but you may not have had the approval to do so. It's kind of one of those situations where ask for forgiveness instead of permission, but it looks like in this situation it does pay off. So overall, you have big changes coming, uh, things coming together, but your input happening. This is sort of like an adrenaline filled situation. Like you are the action hero. You are going to make it to the end. However, you do need to um, play the role of this action hero. All right, next up we have Taurus. What does the month of April have in store for you, Taurus? All right, we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. All right, Taurus. So it looks like uh, you are not applying yourself. It's like you have all the answers. You're the best for whatever it is that you're needing to do. However, you are not doing what you need to be doing. It looks like it could be something mental, something emotional, but it looks like you are essentially at a standstill. So this could be out of fear, this could be out of uh, shyness or what have you, but it looks like you might be better off if you actually participate. So it looks like there is an energy of stillness, of not going forward, and that may be to your detriment. So that might be something you should reconsider. It's okay to be on the sidelines, but it looks like that might not be to your best interest. If you want to, stay on the sidelines, that's fine. But it looks like that's a theme that you have going on here for the month of April. So we have Gemini. What does the month of April have in store for you? So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the World, and the Nine of Wands. So it looks like your month is going to be good. Looks like there is material success, but it does look like there is a lesson to be learned in the month of April that will be learned. However, it's uh, lessons learned the hard way. Positive thing though is that it is learned. So essentially, it's something that you now have with you, and you can go forward. However, again, it's a hard lesson to learn. So you could have a difficult time on your hand with a positive outcome. This could be, losing a friend, Um, Essentially, a situation that may not seem favorable, but you come out triumphant. Like something basic like touching a hot stove. Now understanding that the stove is not to be touched because it's hot. There's a situation like that that you may face, but you will essentially be fine. You will essentially now be the individual who can talk about this specific situation because you had it happen to you firsthand. It almost has a splash of be careful what you wish for energy. So just be weary. Um, know that everything's going to be fine, but just you know, look at everything very closely. Next up, we have Cancer. What is in store for Cancer for the year 2025, month April? So we have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Cups. All right, so it looks like we have a bit of a tug of war energy here. We have, looks like you are almost being taken advantage of. It looks like you are giving more than what you are receiving. Um, it almost feels as if there's somebody who is directly benefiting off of you with essentially no uh, reciprocation. Like you are not getting anything out of it. Could be one individual, could be multiple individuals, could be even a company. But it looks like you are being taken for granted. You are uh, not being appreciated for your contributions, and you are uh, essentially being siphoned. It could be emotional energy or it could be effort you put in, but it looks like somebody or something is essentially taking you for a ride, taking more than what they should, and you're not seeing anything out of it. Um, do be aware of this, and maybe don't learn lessons the hard way. Just be wary of this, and then uh, look at everything objectively. Make sure you are not, seeing things from rosy colored glasses. And the month, may go smoothly for you, but just be on the lookout for anyone taking advantage of you. All right, next up we have Leo. What is in store for Leo for the month of April 2025? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. It looks like the main theme here is uh, financial security and essentially possibly a little bit of greed. You are in a certain position with your finances, but it looks like you are wanting more than what either you actually need or what you can essentially have at this time. There's a lot of stagnant money energy, so it looks like the issues that you will be facing are stemming from what you cannot have at this time. This isn't necessarily a bad reading. This just looks more like any issues that you may face are all psychological. It seems that it's just a theme that you're facing for this month. It could be you're really wanting, say, a car or a house or something big. You're really wanting it at this time, but it right now may not be the best time. And you understand that, however, um, that is affecting you and impacting you. And uh, best situation for you to do in this case is possibly just maybe just keep saving, keep uh, stacking your paper, and maybe reassess and in time, go back to whatever it is that you need to obtain and then get that. But what you don't want to do is just pull the trigger on something financial when it might not be the best time. You don't want to say maybe settle for something or put yourself in a situation where you might not be secure. Next up, we have Virgo. What does the month of April have in store for you, Virgo? All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So, Virgo, it looks like there is still work needed for your security. So it looks like you're not all the way there. At least that's how you are perceiving it. Um, when in reality you're actually pretty secure. Maybe there's like a wealth of happiness, but you'd rather see a wealth of material. But you are, whether you know it or not, actually okay. But you're gonna feel like things are not where they need to be right now, and you're actually gonna be facing quite a bit of stress. Maybe you're not sure how you're gonna pay the bills or how you're gonna take care of this and that. But you do have uh, support. You have those you can turn to, and things may not be all that bad. The stresses you may feel are not necessarily grounded in anything. It's essentially the unknown. You are not sure what's on the other side of the road. You're not sure what's on the other side of the hill. You're not sure what's coming, and that fear is what will be contributing to any stresses or fears that you may have. Um, just keep on working towards your goals. Keep on working towards cultivating more of your security, and you should be good. Again, you may feel lacking. This is not necessarily the reality. This is just how you perceive it. And any stresses, just try your best to look on the bright side of things. But as real as this stress and uh, negative feelings may feel, again, they're not based on anything concrete. So just, take it easy, Virgo. Try not to worry so much. All right, next up we have Libra. What is in store for Libra for the year 2025, month of April? All right, so we have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So Libra, it looks like you are uh, having a theme here of finances, of security, and it looks like you are good. However, it looks like you are um, changing with the way that that security comes to you, or whether it be finances or stability. But it looks like this is something that previously came to you easy, where perhaps now you are actually going to have to put in some effort. This could be, say, having a new manager at a place of work, or essentially having your having your work uh, more closely monitored, to where you were previously able to like take a relaxed approach, or now you're actually having to put some effort in. This doesn't necessarily have to be in a job setting, but it is pertaining to your security. So it could also be relationships. Um, maybe you know, this is the way you used to do things always, but now you have somebody else involved as well, and now you have to do things perhaps a different way. Um, this doesn't look all that negative. It just maybe might put you in a bit of an uncomfortable position. Um, you're nothing's being taken away from you, other than say the ease at which things came to you. So just make sure you're doing things right, and you should have a good month. Next up, we have Scorpio. What is in store for Scorpio for the month of April? So we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. As I look at this reading, I'm trying to uh, see what positive things I can see in this spread, but it's not looking too positive. It definitely looks like something is final. Um, you're essentially uh, you're you're not in the winner's circle. Like you're not uh, sharing, a chalice, with the higher ups. It looks like you are being ousted. You have been almost casted away. Like your viewpoints don't align with those above you. Uh, this is a humbling time for you. It looks like you are becoming a better person, or at least understanding the reality of the way that things work. Um, whether or not that's for the better, but it is a developmental thing that you can learn from it. But it looks like it's in a organizational type environment. So if there's some sort of job you were waiting on, this may not be the time for you. Um, if this was some sort of club or some sort of area or some sort of field with a social setting, this essentially might be a situation where you're being kicked to the curb for your views, or your convictions. Um, but again, this is you understanding the reality of how things work. Um, you are coming out strong for this, though, or you have the potential to come out strong for this. Um, uh, Again, you are understanding a truth. A truth can be derived from this. Um, so again, if there is, some sort of job you're waiting on, or some sort of outcome that involved some sort of organization, this might not be the best time for you. This could even be you um, fleeing from an organizational type situation that maybe doesn't align with your values. And although this may seem like a negative situation, there is value. There's knowledge that you are taking out of this. It's not something final. So even though it may sting, um, this is something that ultimately is going to build you and make you better in the long run. If you'd like to try to change the outcome of any situations, regarding what I just outlined, uh, you might want to evaluate your situations and see if they all align with your values, because in the long run, it could very well be that this outcome of being ousted is possibly something beneficial to you in the long run. So, again, if you do want to fight it, just look at the situation, evaluate if this fits your morals, your ideals, your views, and then you can go from there. Next up, we have Sagittarius. What does the month of April have in store for you, Sagittarius? All right, so we have the Three of Wands, Tower, and Queen of Swords. All right, so it looks like there's going to be some sort of shakeup, something that's going to have to make you reevaluate a few things in your life. Looks like this is something, some truth that will emerge. This looks like it could be somewhere, um, something like finding out someone has been unfaithful and you having to um, essentially move from that, but not necessarily in a relationship. It could be finding out a business partner has been embezzling, some sort of uh, situation that is essentially now falling apart because of the truth coming to light and you having to now move from that. Um, there's no clear indication whether this is a relationship, so it could be any other aspect of your life, but it does look like it's going to be a big shakeup that is going to have to make you um, essentially reevaluate from this. Um, so it, the cards are looking fairly positive for you. The situation may not be happy. It may shake you up a bit, but ultimately there is a way forward, and your possibilities are essentially limitless. You can uh, see this as an opportunity to set out and do something new because it looks like a decision um, will already have been made, or you'll find out about a situation. So we have Capricorn. What does the month of April have in store for you, Capricorn? All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers. All right, so it looks like you are having a good month. Looks like things are coming together. Uh, maybe more so than you actually deserve, or maybe within your league, so to speak. This energy is very similar to if you've seen the movie She's Out of Your League. There's this guy who's a nerd, and he lands a, a female who is above his league, and the whole theme of the movie is just the joke that she's like so many leagues above him. Well, in the movie, she essentially accepts him, and it's essentially greater than what he is used to. There's this kind of energy here. You're essentially the nerd being brought into some sort of greatness that you are not maybe used to. Almost divine, like your brain being brought into something. Doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but it does seem like it's something divine pulling you into something that maybe you wouldn't, uh, a situation that you would normally be on your own. Um, this could even be something like uh, maybe winning some sort of lottery, maybe not the big one, but something where you wouldn't normally, uh, or an area that you wouldn't normally be in. This could also be recognition for the way that you've been. But again, it does seem like there's something divine here, like some strings are being pulled on your behalf, um, where you won't be able to perceive or ever know. So you are receiving some sort of big help, some pull into a better outcome, better world, better reality for you. So that's what you can expect in April, something positive, something good. All right, next up we have Aquarius. What is in store for Aquarius for the month of April? All right, so we have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Aquarius, it looks like you have a lot going on, more than what you can handle. It's almost as if you cannot keep all the spinning plates going. Like when you have those spinning plates on that stick. It looks like you can't keep up that momentum, and looks like potentially you may have something that maybe is not going to be favorable for you. It could be a loss, but it looks almost like you trying to keep something going is neglecting or leaving other stuff um, un, uh, untended for. This could be like maybe you're working too much, you're working too hard, and you're neglecting some friendships or maybe a relationship, maybe family, and that may cause some degradation of the relationship. It looks like you're doing the best that you can and the best of your abilities. It doesn't look like there's really anything selfish on your part. It looks like this is all something that is just nobody can keep that up. Um, so just maybe reevaluate what you have going on right now. See if May is really that important, because there's other things that you may need to tend to, and maybe you can also just check in on other situations and try to um, ask for some space to be held, something where you can essentially you know a- a- alert of the situation to hopefully maybe have people stick around for you. Um, it uh, maybe not people, but maybe some sort of outcome or something that you left behind. But it seems as though as if you doing one thing is neglecting something else. Uh, so just you know, check in on everything that's around you and see what you can do to best minimize things like this. Or in the future as well, maybe don't take on any more responsibility that you can handle because it looks like you may have taken on too much, and in the end, it was just there was just no way you're going to be able to keep this up. So yeah, just you know, check in on everything and make sure that if there's anything you can prevent from falling, uh, maybe try to do so. And lastly, we have Pisces. What does a year 2025 month of April look like for you? All right, so we have the Two of Cups, Strength, and the Six of Pentacles. So it looks like you are having success based on your efforts of what you've been doing. It looks like you've been working hard and you are getting essentially rewarded for it. You are not uh, making a killing, but you are being rewarded um, fairly for what you've been doing. It looks like this is tied into social aspects. So it could be you were dealt a certain situation or you were tasked with a certain responsibility and you handled that situation well, and the outcome of that was in your favor. Overall, this does look like you are uh, doing well. You're essentially using your focus for the betterment of others, and you are being rewarded for it. If there's anything I could say to this reading is the success that you're receiving is all based on your focus. So, you know, do make sure that you stay on the right track, and you should be good, maybe even after April. All right, so that's it. That is all the readings for the astrological signs for the month of April 2025. Um, if you got an unfavorable reading, it's not the end all be all. Uh, not everybody is going to experience that. It's a general reading for those signs. If you want to get a more accurate reading, do try to listen for the readings of the other inner planet signs. So your moon, your Mars, your Venus, uh, those inner planets, your Mercury. Think of those planets and then look at the readings. The farther away you get from the sun sign, the less relevant it's going to be. But as a whole, those readings together may give you a little bit more accurate reading. Um, and if you got something negative, it's maybe not too late to change things. This is more the way that things are going, uh, not necessarily how they have to end. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think of these readings. Um, you know, Let me know maybe later on in April. Was it on the money, or did it completely go the other way? And if there's any other type of readings that you'd like to hear, please let me know, and I'll go ahead and get some other readings for you. Well, thank you, and have a good day.